Hello and welcome back to STB Racing League here, Season 21 here for the Tier 3 Monaco Grand Prix here at the city of Monte Carlo under the prestigious streets here at this infamous circuit. As you can see, we are already coming towards the end of our qualifying session. Maldi's going to start his lap just to give us a little race down about the lap through Monaco. Obviously, we're to the first two tiers. Let's see how we can go through into Tier 3, and Maldi's done that beautifully. That was absolutely sexy. Coming down up this hill. Maldi's has some good pace. He might not get pole today because those two Mercedes drivers are very quick on their wheel. So he'll naturally have an advantage from Maldi. He's got his first section in the bag. Just got to worry about those two Aston Martins. He's 10th and a half up. He has done a better sector than that before. He has been 2.5 tenths faster than that before, but then again, I think that was on the previous lap. Oh, they're doing that now. It's just missing that curb there, but it shouldn't hurt him too much. Coming down this straight. Maldi knows he can improve from this sector, I think. Breaking into the no chicane. Oh, he's hit the curb, he's hit the barriers. And that's not going to help for Maldi, it's not going to help him. Down, I know he's got time to find in this last sector, so it's all about this last sector. Oh, Maldi turns in late, and he's trying to check limits. Is Maldi going to try and go from that? I think he might do. Yeah, he hasn't really got the ERS to do it, but he can always try. He used all the deployment for that lap. Try and go. Well, that first sector was not as good. He just wants to beat McKindo, but he's running out of ERS here. That's going to be hurting him every single time he goes down the straight. It's going to be hurting him a lot. As Aston Martin in the barriers, it's been a bit of a distraction from Maldi, not being a great sector. He's actually down. He's 2 tenths down. I think he's a bit of frustration is getting in Maldi's face now. Just tell for the way he's driving. He can never get his hairpin right now. Got it banging on his first lap. But you just don't get any ERS around here. It isn't enough braking zones to regenerate that ERS back up. So he's losing time all the way down the straight. So see, improve on this second chicane. To back. A lot better. Just needs to keep getting turned in, the car turned in nicely. That was much better for Maldi. He might actually improve here if he's really got that just lap proper done, but he might lose a bit of ERS coming to the end of this lap because he's low on ERS here. So see what you can do. Is he going to improve to P3? He does! Just about 18,000 a second. Maldi will happily take that. He not lapped that Maldi wanted. But Maldi's done that on pretty much a lap where he had no ERS. That is impressive. So he's probably lost about 3 or 4 tenths. Oh, now for Aston Martin sideways in the barriers. It's the second time I've seen Aston Martin in the barriers in this lap. As Alpha improves, but doesn't improve his position. Pazza is on a lap here. This could be dangerous for Maldi here. Don't know what his delta is on. It looks like he's done that pretty cleanly. Looks like Pazza might get P3 here. It depends what he's done in his last few sectors. And he has. Maldi's lost that P3 again. Pazza improves. Maldi now Maldi won't be happy. He knows he could have done a low 11. He knows he can. He had no rest for half his lap. So Maldi not going to be happy with that, but he's only got himself to blame. Although he did have a couple of distractions on his last lap, but still. I think Maldi would definitely be not very happy with himself, but still puts him in a solid P4. Still second row on the grid, still can work something from there. We've got the two Mercedes at the top. Both of them are on a wheel. I'm not need a bit closer between the guys, but I think because the wheel just naturally gives advantage. It doesn't matter anyway, because Pazza's got a 5 place good penalty. So Maldi will start P3 anyway. It just gives Pazza an extra position than you was expecting to get. But every position counts here in Monaco, even if it means getting a 5 place grid penalty. You still want to get as high as up as you can to minimise that damage. So, danger on pole position here. Callum, 3,000 seconds, splitting the two. Pazza with the 5, it'll be Maldi, McKindo, Tekkers. Then it'll be Pazza, I think. No, but Pazza 8th, be Alpha 7th. I mean, no, Fernando 9th, Red 10th, Calamon's 11th. And the rest of the grid I can go through later on. But yeah. Here we go for Monaco. dry race. So we will see how this race goes. Wait for everyone to do the last adjustments to the setup and decide what strategy to go on, whether they're going to start on hards, take that risk. But as soon as you go on those hards, if you get damage in lap 1, you got to change that strategy. You're going to have to go on the softs, but then it's, or even if you go on the mediums. But as soon as you go into the mediums, you probably have to go back onto the hards again. But that means you're going to finish the race on, come back into the pits for one-ish set of hards, which is not exactly recommended. So I'll see how it goes, but the strategy here is mediums to hards. But I wouldn't be surprised if some people do go for the softs, but the softs they start to overheat and they just don't last very long and they go off very quickly. It's not worth the mediums aren't actually that much slower, so it's not worth the advantage. Sometimes you might, but you'll see. Obviously Monaco is difficult to overtake because you won't really gain much from the softs. You might gain a position or two, but you can do that on the set of hards around Monaco. It all depends, but it's going to be a very chaotic Sandavot here at Monaco. It's always difficult there as everyone bunches up, tightens on the exit, on the entry, to be honest as well. So yeah, Dangerman, Callum, Maldi, Makendo, Checkers, Alphas, Memo, Pazza down in P8 on his set of hards. Same with Fernando. Perez on the set of mediums, Calamons, Chaos, Pirlo, Sant, Lonely on the set of softs, Juan on a set of hards, Raftadita on a set of mediums, and Master on a set of softs, which I'm not too surprised about. He always goes for the aggressive strategy. So, interesting to see how this goes. Obviously, these Mercedes drivers, I won't be surprised if these two pull a gap and race their own race. Both of them on the wheel. I think these guys naturally have a bit of advantage. I think with especially the lower tiers, I think the wheel makes a bigger difference in the higher tiers, in the lower tiers, just naturally. As Sharon discusses how the skill base works really. Obviously the higher tier pad players obviously just the way they drive is just going to be there, just be able to keep up with the wheel drivers sometimes, but naturally the wheel does have a bit more advantage. You're just able to be a bit more accurate on the wheel than you can on the pads around Monaco. It's just one of those circuits. Doesn't stop from a pad driver being slow around Monaco, it just restricts them a bit more on what they can do. So these Mercedes drivers are pulling ahead, probably for the start of this race. It's going to be, I couldn't say who is going to win between those two. It all depends, I think, really, who gets off the line the best, whoever's ahead out turn 1, and then it also depends on Danger to disqualify. So Danger hasn't parked his car properly. That's put him a few feet back from what it should be on, so that's going to hurt him. So all everyone else is revving their cars, getting the tyres into the temperature. Sorry, the temperature into the tyres, wrong way around. Pirlo also been disqualified. Not parking his car. What the hell? What is it? Alpha's gone flying past his grid slot. And yeah, that's everyone done. And that's Alpha's mounted in as well. Glitch starts back to F1 2018, and Alpha's has been disqualified. Nothing can do about that. That's his race done over with. We can't reset the race for one person disqualified, but then again, it's his fault for not parking the car properly. It's lights out the way we're going. Maldi's got a brilliant start. He's sandwiched in between the Mercedes. He has to back out. And Maldi, and then Danger has cut turn 1 there. Maldi is not messing around. Oh, Maldi's not going to be happy with that. Oh, and the same as Memo. It's very difficult up this twisty section, up through the hill into the casino section here. We've got Maldi's already had a moment, and Maldi's had a moment. There's a bit of collision. The back of Makindo on the back of Memo. Does Maldi have damage? That's the question. But Maldi lost the rear end going through the casino section. Whether Maldi got damage looks like he certainly visually looks fine. Oh, and Aston Martin gives it an Alpha Tower, a bit of a punt. His car is all struggle through. Aston Martin had a bit of a moment there. That'll be F1 red, and as Calamons is pushing his way through. Pirlo's also trying to find his way through as well. As Calamons got inside, he's not going to go very well at all when he's hit the barriers, and Alpha's has left the session. He's qualified, like I said, to be honest, yes, it's a bullshit disqualification, but you've enforced that issue by not parking your car properly. As soon as you get disqualified for some reason, when you don't park your car properly and you get disqualified, it disqualifies you from the race as well. It's a glitch, it's a bug in this game, but it's easily avoidable. So he's only got himself to blame for that, to cause that issue in the first place. So shouldn't be going full speed down the pit lane when you should be slowing down. Not the pit lane, but the pit straight. As Callum's got a nice tasty 2-second gap to Dangerman after Dangerman got a bit compromised off the start. Maldi's already put in a gap to Memo. It's just me, has Memo always been saying names like that, or did he have something else before? Pretty sure his name was longer than that before. Maldi's looking pretty good here. Dangerman seems to be struggling a lot. Wonder if he has damage. He's going to do a lot of talking in this race. I need to keep my liquid up. Oh, I can't be cutting corners like that, guys. Both Dangerman and Maldi doing cheeky corner cuts. That's Pirlo is round. Pirlo has pirouettes around at. I forgot what it's called now. Pontier, I think it is. Rafitas also at the moment at the Noval chicane. He has got no front wing through the Noval chicane. You need to be careful it doesn't go into the barrage again. Rip that wheel off. Can't see any visual damage. Either Dinjan's just not really got really good race pace, or he does have some sort of damage somewhere. Because Maldi's keeping up with him nicely, and Dangerman's just not able to keep up with Callum at the moment. So surprisingly, Maldi's closer to Dangerman and Dangerman is to Callum. But Maldi has got a nice gap to Memo already, so Maldi just... I think Maldi, if Dangerman can get pace up, I think Maldi would just be targeting a P3, just avoid any mistakes. But if Dangerman's only got a penalty already, so it's not going well for Dangerman right now. He's already almost 3 seconds behind Callum and Garthie's time penalty. Yeah, flagged. That's Rafita in the pit lane. Pirlo has, I think, does he span out the pit lane? I think he has. So, not recommended there. Maldi's got DRS here. Akindo also got DRS on Memo. We've also got Pazza on the back of Tekers. Also got DRS. Santa's also keeping company on Matador. Matador doing the same on Lomelin. But really, no real battles though. Just DRS moments. For now. Maldi's really giving Dangerman the push here. Dangerman's under a bit of pressure, I think. The penalty's showing that. That's a lot better by Dangerman. He's doing that more laps often. Maldi's had a bit of a moment there and a bit wise. Lost a couple of tenths there. This is already clean in tier 2 already. But tier 2 wasn't too bad at the start. It was tier 1, I was a bit shabby at the start. But then tier 1 kind of picked key and kind of picked up the cleanliness throughout the race. Tier 2 was the opposite, it got worse throughout the race. Let's see how this tier 3 goes. Right now we've not even got a single retirement. Yes, we had a few instances, but no retirement so far. Which is certainly exceeding my expectations. Everyone's a bit cautious of tier 3, I think. Indo, Mike Tendo. Very close to the back of a Memo here. Grafitas picks up a 5-second time penalty for corner cutting. That is at the Noval chicane, I believe. God knows how he'd managed to do that. Normally, if you go full speed straight line, that's a 10-second time penalty. But they're technically already been laps already. Almost have been laps, I should say. Dangerman's picked his pace up. Maldi's had a mistake somewhere, I think. Maldi's lost a lot of time to the back of Maldi. Tried to the back of Dangerman. Make sure there's no damage on that Williams. That's the DRS McKindo. Mamo seems to be a bit stronger with that last sector, which is not helping McKindo with the DRS down that straight. Not close enough. He's not close enough to make a move. Let's see the position changes. Matador's gaining the most places, but he's down in P13, so it's not as significant as what it would normally be. But most days, 2 of those are for collisions. But go on tyres, so you can see what tyres everyone's on. Marley's actually just closing that gap back down again. It's gained a couple of tenths. Hindo's lost a bit more time to Memo here. Out of DRS. Yeah, flags. No. Was it Maldi? Oh, was it? I think it was the. Yeah, it was. I got mixed up between the 2 blues there. I thought that was Maldi, but it was actually Rafita. Kind of cut a pants around there. This is in a slow. With moving Tower in the way. I thought it was Maldi. So I just saw a blue dot off. I was thinking that's not Maldi, is it? But it's a very strange place to crash. Fernando picks up a 3 time penalty from multiple warnings. Can't do him all, and there's a rebel off at the sand round at the final corner. See if he's got any damage. It looks fine to me. Just a bit of hot rear tyres. McKindo's got really close to the back of Memo again. It's weird, they kind of like pull apart and then close back up again. Memo's got no US left, as McKindo's got a very large amount. So McKindo are going to have a lot better straight line speed going through. She needs that DRS. Not Williams is going to that car's going to give Memo DRS in it. Keep up behind there. Memo McKindo's just a bit slow out of the corner. Memo, she's a little bit strong. A little bit stronger out of those exits, just giving him the edge. I say Monaco, even though you might have, say, slower tyres, but if you can keep getting good exits, you've got no reason to have to defend this next corner. Because that good exit would just pull a gap. You just need to hold it in the entries and then just launch out the exits. McKindo unable to make a pass at the moment. Maldi's lost more time to Dangerman here. I think there's been a mistake by Maldi. He's lost a good second. So I wonder what's going on with Maldi here. Just small mistakes, I think. Calamon's next one to take up a time penalty. Yeah, Maldi was 2 seconds down on that, so it was a mistake by Maldi. Mike Hinder just 2 years far behind to make a move. Fleming just keeping ahead of Matador. Oh, and that's Juan in the pit, in the barriers. Oh no, don't do that. Yeah, thank God. I was not going to enjoy that a lot if they did crash that. He's actually left the session. So, yeah. Oh! Memo's for team orders at F1X there, but Matador's got past Lomlin. No, Ferrer's got past Tekers. No, he hasn't. Tekers has just binned it. into the barriers. Has he got damage? Has it just been a normal spin? Maldi's picked up the time pound. It's not good for him. Luckily, he has a gap at the moment, but he can't always rely on that. So that's another corner cut. That's also another corner cut. Front wing looks fine visually on the Alfa Romeo. So, on my end, it's all fine for me, but he might have some minor front wing damage that might not be visible to the camera, to the spectator camera. Talk about Alfa Romeos. McKindo is round. McKindo is round. He has lost the rear end. He is no longer going to be overtaking Memo. He just got past Memo and lost it. So, brilliant. No, it wasn't Memo. It wasn't McKindo. It was that was definitely Techers and Massel and Lonely, not Memo. McKindo, but he's lost a position to Pazza. So, not good for him. Memo seems lost a lot of time as well. I think there might be a collision here. Because Memo's lost about 2.5 seconds to Maldi. Lehman's in the pits. Early stop. Offers hard onto some mediums. He's in a 2-stop. That's going to make a difference anyway. See if up behind big effect work. And he's just gone straight on at the pit lane. No, it's not. That's Rafita. I think Rafita's forgot how his brain works. He's got footings broken. He's been lapped by every single person on the grid, apart from Pirulol. So yeah. Not being good for Rafita. I've asked Rafita to just retire. Yeah, he's not going to be anywhere in this race. Callum's kept that gap ahead. He's built that gap slowly. Danger just does not have the race pace compared to Callum. Maldi's having to navigate the 2 Alpines here. Inch perfect positioning by Maldi, using every single inch of track. He was practically scraping that barrier around the outside of that. I'm looking to get that gap back up on Danger, and just gained 2-3 tenths out of that corner. That was brilliant. Whether you got a warning for that is another question. It's another question to be answered. I hate it didn't work the first time. Yeah, he did get a warning for that lap, so that was a corner cut. Thought so. From Red's now back at McKindo. McKindo's struggling after that spin. And this McKindo was, that's right, that was right. McKindo's been struggling a lot after that spin, I don't know why. Oh, From Red had a bit of a spin moment, but luckily he's caught it. Reacted in time. Got himself back in shape. Oh, talk about keeping in shape. Fernando not doing that. Ah, crap. There we go. Stop my phone. Oh! Danger Man! What's happened to Danger Man? He span, I think. It looks like he had a moment out of the chicane, over chicane. And Maldi's now up into P2. The Danger Man caused some danger himself here. Yeah, foot wings intact. It might be a simple spin or something. Maybe clip the barriers or something. Centering round. Maldi's now over to P2. So Maldi been gifted a place one step higher on that podium. Yeah, from Red stuff on the way past McKinnon. McKinnon's struggling. He's going for an early stop here. He wants to get off those tyres. He doesn't seem to be enjoying them a lot at all. His hard tyres are quite nice tyres. They're nice race tyres, hard tyres are. McKinnon, Memo and Pazza showing that. Oh no, it's a front wing change. I didn't see that. That'll be the reason why he's pitting early then. Not because he was struggling on tyres, probably because he didn't have a front wing. Definitely answers many questions. Yeah, that's McKindo. Race ruined. He can still get his tyres to the end. It just gives him more worn tyres for the end of the race. But his strategy isn't ruined. It's just the timing of the pit stops. It's just gonna knacker him out a little bit. He's come out in relatively fresh, he's come out in very fresh air. So you can try and pick some of that pace back up. Oh, as long as you don't keep doing that. Master in the pits, off those soft tyres, quite a long stint on those softs, onto the hards to go to the end. That's how I would expect it to go. Lone Lane's going to go past. Lone Lane's not going to go past, he's absolutely nowhere. I thought he'd be closer than that. I think he had made a mistake somewhere. Because these two were right to get each other a minute ago. I don't know. Fernando on the back of Calamon's. So difficult to overtake here at the streets of Monte Carlo. But Ferrari is just so good on the exit, it just pulls away. Unable to get past. Last 3 though. No nasty DRS now, just Irao, Fernando and Calamon's only people within DRS of each other. Chaos is in the pits. It's been clean. It's the cleanest race so far. This is tier 3 and we've not had a safety car, we've not had any retirements. Yes, we've had some front wings missing. Apart from that, no retirement so far. No one trying to take anyone else. No one hitting the barriers. No commentator curse. Maldi is so going to bottle this. Saying that was a cheeky corner cut by the Williams. Any Williams is Maldi. So there's a corner cut by Maldi there. Can't keep doing them. But it looks like a corner cut anyway. I'm just checking if we got a warning for that as well. No, he didn't. Okay. I could go away with that. It just looks like a very big corner cut I did. And looking very close here, but it's not close enough. He needs to. Turn 1's not working. He needs to find an orthodox place to overtake. Make sure he keeps it clean. Like, you can probably make a move to here if you get close enough, but he's struggling so much in his rear. Dangerman's got another 3-second time penalty. That's not going to help him in his fight with Maldi. I honestly don't think Dangerman's going to be flying away with Callum. That seems to be the case. There's Feti's getting lapped here by Callum's and Fernando. Dangerman's in. He's got fed up with those tyres. Yeah, he's going to try and get an undercut on STB Maldito. Okay, number 8 is in. Pazza up into yeah. For some reason I thought Pazza was raising somebody, but that's Matador ahead, that is. Calamon's also he's quite early stops. It's lap 18 effective pit stop, but sometimes Jeff decides to pit you on lap 15 if given the option to. When Feti's out, I thought he would have been it at some point, and he has. At turn 1, no safety car. No safety car. I think people like Maldi would probably be happy with that. I think they wouldn't mind a virtual safety car because those medium runners could just pit onto their hard. There, no safety car. Here at Monte Carlo. Down at Sandoval, cleared quickly. Maldi just needs to keep it consistent now, keep the pace going, avoid any mistakes. This is crucial now. It's crucial for a few laps here. It's Dangerman on those fresh hards. I'm surprised how much quick grip those hards get coming out of the pit lane. The cold tyres don't seem to really affect too much around here. It's surprisingly quite grippy as well. And we're going on his hard tyres, and it was Pretty nice to come out on, to be honest. You'd be surprised how much the grip difference makes, because you're relying on mostly mechanical grip around Monaco. It's all low-speed corners, and the tyres make a big difference around here. You can really notice it, and it's just because it's all low-speed corners. You can just tell the grip. The car just is willing to turn in better. Maudi in the pits, covering off danger man onto the set of hards. Lap earlier than the optimal strategy. Pazzo will go through. He's yet to pit on this set of hards. There goes the Ferrari. Maudi's just coming out now, and he's ahead of the Mercedes driver. What was that penalty? I missed that. What was that penalty for? That was Techers. I thought it said the 5-second time penalty. It's just a normal corner cutting penalty, that was. Maldi's crucially kept that 2.7, kept that gap at 2.5. His now tyres are now 2 laps younger. He can now easily go to the end of his race. He's cut off danger man. So Maldi at the moment on for net P2 here at Monaco. I think Maldi would be more than happy with that. I think Maldi was expecting maybe a P3, maybe a P4 with Pazza getting involved, but he's had solid pace this race. He really has solid pace. Not quite Callum. Callum, I think, is just in a little bit of a league of his own. Dangerman's been struggling, and Maldi's able to keep a hold of him. Callum comes out the pits, just behind Memo. Memo still on those hard tyres, staying out. Callum's now going to have to get past him on track. Memo doesn't have to give away to this position, but with the tyres 8 laps younger, I don't think it would be too difficult to overtake Memo, especially the pace difference on those tyres and just between the two drivers itself. Yellow flag to 2. Go on there. Don't know what's going on there. Missed some Mikhailov. I think it's this gaggle here. Cars is McLaren. Memo. I think it's around here somewhere. Alright, we'll see if anyone goes in the pits. Oh! And Lemming's on straight on, so Nico Rosberg. You got 2 cars trying to go through each other. That's Matador and I think that's Maldi. Yeah. I already have lap Matador once again. Callum now behind Memo. He needs to find a way through. He needs to get his hard tyres up to temperature. More yellow flag. That's Hirolo letting people through, I think. Callum needs to find a good place here to find an TNT. Oh, I'm not sure if that's just lag or he literally went into the back of him, but that's what it looked like. Fernando picks up at least his 2nd penalty of the race. Not going to help him in his fights with McKindo and Calamons. More yellow flags is now for Tari. That's Fernando. Talk about Fernando. The commentator curves, strikes again. Got a penalty, then spins. Double whammy for him. Possible front down damage. Yeah, he's missing them plates. That's his range of strategy there. He can go onto the mediums and go to the end. They can just about squeeze it to the end, I think, as third mediums. He's got a nitro, will be good. But yeah, Fernando's race, he's going to sure to scram up some points now. As Sant comes in for his pit stop onto the set hard. Callum still unable to get past. It's going to be hurting him right now. This is Maldi's chance to try and catch up here. Obviously Maldi's got a penalty to worry about, but I'm sure still he'll be enjoying that. Callum will try and find a way anyway past, but it's not really not really doing a job right now. He's making mistakes himself. Memo, he's just keeping the gap nicely. You need to get really close into the corner, one of the corners, get a good exit, and just commit for the move. If you get a good exit out of the last corner, just DRS, overtake, try and slither one up the inside, maybe the outside, depending whether the Memo defends or not into turn 1. Exactly, just keep it close. He needs to be right up to his diffuser. Right at turn 1. Come on, can't use those fresh tyres to advantage. Ah, he's not close enough. He needs to be right behind him. He's too far behind. Make a move. But no, he's right behind him. No, use overtake. Use the overtake, Callum. Use it. Oh, he's giving a bit of position. Oh, he's giving a bit of a love tap. And Callum sweeps through, takes P1. Wasn't exactly fair, to be honest, but it's debatable it was. Melody's 7.5 seconds behind Callum, which is smaller than it was before. It was about 11, I think. So Melody's definitely held up Callum quite a lot over the course of 3 laps. Under Tendo and Tekka's Alcatraz. Alcatraz? I call them Tekka's. I wonder if those two are going to pit again or not. Depends on get those tyres to the end. This tyres last quite a long time, so they might be able to. Should be able to, I think. But whether they want to go on a set of softs or not, it's them. Depends where they fill out, where they filter out into the track. Took about Tekka's 15 time penalty. Second one after just a few laps. Maldi's already brought that gap down a second already to Memo. See how much Callum was getting hurt there. He already built out a 3.5 second gap. So he had the pace, just couldn't get past. Oh, Memo's in the barriers. He's lost in front wing, and that's him. He's got to pit now. Luckily, it's lap 22, so he's due for a pit stop anyway. But that's just makes that panel that pit stop worse than it should be. He's now going to have to not just make the pit stop, he's also got to change his front wing. So yeah, it's going to hurt his pace. May as well pit for change front wing because you'll lose more time than you'll gain being on the track with the focus front wing. You'll have to get back in the pits, cost yourself about 5 seconds, build that gap back up. In the pits he goes. There we go on to a 7 mediums 10 of the race. Along with a new front wing. So Pazza gets past. This has been plenty ahead of Tendo, so still solid P5. He just needs to catch up to Pazza, get that P4 back. Bit really, but apart from that, he hasn't really lost much in terms of position since that gap behind is relatively large. Maldi's got that gap between him and Dangerman now to almost 6 seconds. He's a solid race for Maldi, he says. Fernando's retires. Fernando's out! What's happened to him? What has happened to Fernando? Scrambled with Callum. Oh, he's lost his wheel. I think he's done exactly what I... That is literally a carbon copy of what I did on Monday. Same car, same corner, same wheel. It's not just caught one, but the only thing is mine was because I was defending, not because I was just driving around. And I was done on the oldish hards. Here's another fresh medium, so different case, but same situation for Fernando. Callum picks up a time penalty. Not good around Monaco, especially when it's all about track position. He might have had a mistake somewhere because Dangerman's just caught up a second and a half somewhere. But yeah, there's big gaps between everyone now, so there's really no battles going on. We've got the cars, it's just not the battles, it's all spread out like butter. Could just stay on boards with Callum for this whole lap. See how he drives, how he does this circuit compared to everyone else. Gets cheeky DRS off Pirello. Bit of a qualifying commentary into turn 1. Use a nice amount of curb, second gear, which is not recommended to be honest, so we're at least third, even fourth. Daniel gets another penalty. I think that's Mario. Daniel's out. Daniel, he's lost position to Pazza. He's made a mistake somewhere. He's got a penalty and he's coming to the pit. I think he can't come into a tyre. It's P4. Still pick up decent points here. There's a front wing change. Oh no, it's just going to put him down behind Mictendo at least. If not behind Tekker's. It's not good. Not good for him. So it looks like Mictendo will get past him. And looks like Tekker's might do as well. Maybe even F1 Red. If not, maybe even Sant, who is actually a lap down. Nah, he should come up just ahead of Sant. Yeah, he's now down into P8, so that's Maldi has no issues. He just needs to. To be honest, it's not good actually, because now Paz has got a clean air to try and catch up to Black and Maldi. So I think Maldi might be in a gutter here. He needs to hope that Pazza gets a penalty, because Pazza on those mediums is going to be very quick. But Pazza did pit quite early for his tyres. Well, not really to be honest, but it's pitted about like 22, 23. So tyres actually not too bad. But he needs to find 10 seconds in the next 13 laps. And he's got F1 Reds catch up to the back of Tekker's in. Remember, it's the fastest lap of the race on his fresher set of mediums. F1 Red on the back of Tekker's. F1 Red's got 10 laps younger tyres compared to Tekker's here. He's got plenty of race to play with. I think Tekker's using low wings, you know. He seems very quick on the straights and struggles like the corner speed tap. Danger Man on the softs, really pushing F1 Red around on his fresh air softs. His tyres are going to be very grippy compared to the cars in front. Danger Man, when he sets off, looking to make a move here. He's going to get inside. Oh, I think he defends. He's almost cut the corner. Oh, he's hit the back of him. Danger Man, he should have predicted that. He's going to get a bad accident. He hit the back and he's going to risk himself getting a damage here. But this is also hurting F1 Red as well. Just when F1 Red tries to overtake him, he's suddenly got a raging Mercedes and a set of softs behind him. And Tekker's now pits, which is good for F1 Red, but he's still got DRS. Oh, Danger Man's in the barriers, that's not going to help. Callum is out! Callum's out! Callum's out! He's crashed at the Novo chicane! Callum is out of the Monaco Grand Prix! He's crashed, he's led the race from start to finish! He has dominated this race! He has dominated it since lap 1! He pulled the gap and he's done what me and Fernando have done and lost his wheel on the apex of the Novo chicane. His wheel is off. He's led the race from start to lap 28. Now, STB Maldi, he needs to keep this gap on Pazza. He needs to keep at least a 3-second gap plus some track limits gaps. But Maldi, he just needs to keep, as long as he doesn't lose more than half a second a lap, Maldi is on to win the Monaco GP. This would be insane if Maldi does this. Maldi, keep calm, no pressure Maldi. commentator curse hasn't hit you yet. It's hit everyone else. It seems gone over all in Maldi's way at the moment. It's all coming to his hands, but let's see how it goes. We've still got 10.5 laps to go for the Brazilian, British, Portuguese, Spanish, Ukrainian driver. Probably some other countries I've already missed off somewhere along the line. Yeah, there's from Reddit's round, and that's. Was there been a collision there between him and Dangerman? Curious. Has he got damage? I can't tell. He hasn't. He hasn't got damage, so he can keep going, but that's hurting now. That's given Tekkers. That gap's going to go from 21 seconds down to 9 seconds on a set of softs, so making Tekkers a lot easier to catch up here. That P6 is now on the line. Dangerman picks up another penalty. I forgot that Dangerman's no longer behind Maldi. What lap times Pazza's doing? What lap times is he doing? He's got 2 warnings at the moment. He's doing, realistically, he's doing low 14s, maybe the odd 15. What's Maldi doing? Maldi is doing high 14s. Maldi did a 15.9 last lap. There must have been a mistake somewhere along the line there. But Maldi, he needs to keep doing these high 14s if he wants any chance of winning this race. All else you can hope for Paz to get a penalty. But saying that, he's just gained another second down there. Maldi needs to keep it on the line. He needs to keep pushing. He can't afford to just make one mistake. But at the moment, Maldi's going to win this race, but at the way this is going, Pazza is going to be winning this, the way he's driving that car. That gap's come down quite significantly, but don't forget, those mediums are wearing out quicker than those hards, so every lap those mediums get a little bit slower. The McLaren's memo, it's been made a spin, he's kept his front wing intact, but it's not going to help him in the long term. Paz is just so much quicker around. His gains like 3/10 through that section alone. Gets down to 6 seconds. There's a Ferrari, it's binned it there. That door's lap down. Those yellow flags. It's probably Lomelin. It is Lomelin. Maybe a bit of chaos as well. Go along with that. More yellow flags for us Mercedes, I think. Very random penalty. That's Tekker's like 10th penalty. Or feels like his 10th penalty anyway. That gap's staying. It stabilises at about 5.5 seconds here. Might need to keep this pace going. Pazza crosses the line. Let's compare those 2 laps. I say penalties. Maldi does 15.2, so not quite the high 14s that I want him to do. Oh, I'm over here. Wrong one. And Pazza, he did a 14. Yeah, so I mean he's second lap faster at the moment. F1 has picked up a time penalty, but yeah, Paz is about a second lap faster than Maldi at the moment. He seems to gain all his time in the second sector, which I think is rare. The wheel really gains its time. He just gets that more. He just has a bit more confidence through there. Pirlo is out. He's retired in the pit lane, I think. Mike Tendo's also in the pit lane. I think that's for a front wing change. So that promotes everyone up a place. But Tekker's got like 15 penalties, so. Yeah. I'll say that gap's come down another second as. And the way this is going, Maldi's not winning this race. Paz needs to get a penalty. I think now it's all about better penalties against the penalty. I don't think Maldi's will win this race the way it's going. Paz is just too quick for Maldi. Maldi said at the start of this race, he says, even if he doesn't get the race win, he gets like a P3 or something, he still needs to worry about Pazza. And there's now Vitali's just gone straight on. That's it's just Pirlo's car retiring. It's just a very strange time to do. It goes for a half lap before it actually pulls over to the side. Oh, what's going on here? It's ghosting. Ghost Chaos. And that's Memo. Techers has picked up another penalty. There's Juan goes through. Memo just lapped Juan for the first lap for the first time, and he just lapped Loman and Chaos for the second time. So Juan's lapping Loman and Chaos, and Memo's just lapped all of them. Funny that is. Who to give blue flags to? Yeah, Maldi's he's not winning this race at the way this is going. This medium is just that bit more faster, unfortunately. I think they're about 0.8 lap faster. Fresh. Like I say, we always rely on Pazza, but seeing Pazza gets to that 3 seconds, he knows he can just turn it down a little bit. He really has got the pace to keep it there. But yeah, Pazza always made a little bit of a mistake there, a bit wide. Not sure if that's just normal line or not. Still gains time, that gap's now below 3 seconds. So Maldi is now Pazza. Maldi's just lost about 4 or 5 tenths there. Maldi's made a mistake. He's lost his down to 2.2. Very cautious line by Maldi. Always front wing, but he's lost a lot of time. Maldi, who's going so slow? Maldi's fuel light is on. Yeah, both of their fuel lights are on. That means both of their cars are low on fuel. Pazza's is also low on fuel as well. Now I have to do some lifting and coasting here. Because which rounds both of them have got red lights. I'm trying to look at their fuel here. Hard to see on that on the Williams, but it looks like they're both in the green. That's the thing. I don't know. It says the red lights on, but are they both low on fuel? I can't tell. I'm trying to look at the little, Pazza's half lap down on fuel. Maldi's a 1 lap down on fuel. Maldi's going to run out of fuel with a lap to go at this rate. I don't like to look at this. It says here, Maldi's a lap down on fuel, if I'm correct. On his, if I'm looking at his little screen on his cockpit. It looks like it says it's a lap down on fuel. Same with Pazza. I can see it's minus 0.5. It should be a plus, like I can see on the McLaren here. In the little wheel, could you see under the fuel? He's got 4 laps of fuel. He's got 0.2 extra. It says that Pazza's got 3.1 laps of fuel. It says Maldi's got about 2.5 laps of fuel. Maldi's going to run out of fuel here. A lap to go. But Pazza will have the same issue about half a lap later. Memo hasn't, so whether Memo can gain 24 steps when the guys on an empty fuel, I'm not sure. But this race could just get spicy. I think what has happened here is these guys expected to be a safety car, but there hasn't been a safety car. And because there hasn't been a safety car, I think they're just low on fuel. But there's not going to be a safety car now, it's lap 27. And it says on his wheel, 1.5 laps to go. on his fuel. Maldi's going to run out of fuel with a lap and a half to go. It says Pazza. He's going to run out of fuel with about half lap to go. I don't even know one left. Is this Pazza trying to save fuel? Not really, it doesn't look like it. Tekker's got, I don't know how many penalties Tekker's got. He's got at least 10 penalties, 5, 6 penalties now. Has lost a bit of time now, but Maldi's got one less than a lap of fuel now. He's going to run out of fuel with a lap and a half to go. Ouch. Ouch. Ouchie. Maldi's not going to win this race. Whether Maldi can still have P2 is another question. That fuel gauge is on 0.3, I think. It's just getting lapped by, unlapped by my Makendo. All that Tekkers. That fuel gauge is at 0.2. Maldi's going to run out of fuel coming down the straight, or if not, into the back. Ready for that cough? I think there it is. That was a splutter. Maldi's picked another penalty up. And he's run out of fuel. Maldi's run out of fuel. Maldi's run out of fuel. There it is. Maldi has run out of fuel. Pazza continues on, but Pazza is going to run out of fuel himself. So Maldi, is this going to be a YouTubers Championship Team Marduk edition? This is run out of lap fuel with a lap to go. Luckily it's Monaco. The least important thing is how slow it's going. He just needs to hope he can keep this P2, but I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. Monaco's going to be going flying. Pazza, he's going to run out of fuel himself in literally, by the time he gets to the end of his sector, he's going to run out of fuel himself. He's really nursing his car, he's lifting there. He's being really cautious, he's realised he's run out of fuel, but he's going to run out of fuel anyway. Memo, it's now, gap's now come down to 21 seconds. Maldi has to keep the speed around the corners. He can still carry the speed around the corner, but you can see how slow it's going. Look, it's Monaco. There he is, that's run out of fuel for Pazza. Pazza is also out of fuel. This is literally that race in Monaco where I think like half the grid ran out of fuel. Back up, no, it's one of the old races, like I think it's like in the 70s or 80s or something like that. But Pazza's also run out of fuel. Pazza I think should be good. He's got the gap. Maldi's got no. It's all about Memo. Memo's not going to catch Pazza. Pazza's going to run out, get across the line here. It looks like Maldi might just have it. I think he might just go. I know, but Maldi's got penalties. Maldi's not going to ground. He's going to get P3 here. Memo, he's going to surely. He's going to gain 2 seconds. Yeah, that time's probably down to 6 seconds here. Maldi's lost P2 here. Maldi will finish in P3. Pazza will crawl, I tell you. Barely hitting 100 miles an hour to the line. He has win in the most strangest conditions. He has run the race with half a lap of fuel underneath. Memo is going to overtake him, maybe make him take Maldi across the line. P2 for Memo. Maldi P3 in the end. Maldi, I think he relied on the safety car fuel for safety fuel and the same safety car. Dangerman is just too far behind to really gain anything from that. Dangerman will still come out in a solid P4. Maybe not been the greatest race for him, but I think he'll take the points anyway. F1 Red will become in P5. No P4 because Dangerman's got max penalties. Tekkers, he's got lots of penalties. McKinder crosses the line. Tekkers, he's got 18 seconds of penalties. He might just stay ahead. Oh, Hines already back there. Never mind, he's already finished. Just sent to come across the line. Across the line. And there you go. That was what a strange ending to this race. Maldi went out of fuel with a lap and a half to go. Pazza went out of fuel with a half a lap to go. And Shrub, if he did interfield the car, should have kept an eye on it. Make sure they weren't running low. That's what happens. Pazza Asia race winner, Memo P2, Maldi P3, opposite Memo and Maldi. Running out of fuel. So Pazza, but Pazza had the gap. He still had the gap, like I said, he only ran out of fuel with about half a lap to go, so he was able to keep it in P1. But yeah, that is your Monaco race. No safety car, and not a single car, or only one car retired, 2 cars retired on track. Unbelievable. And here is your race results here for the Monaco Grand Prix. Get Maldi into the com box here. Pazza wins the Monaco Grand Prix, followed by Memo 12 seconds behind. Maldi unable to keep that P2 in the end, so we ran out of fuel in P3. Efrenred P4, Dangeron P5, McKindo P6 with the fastest lap of the race. Tekers P7 with 18 seconds of penalties. Juan P8, Calamans P9, Matador P10. Sant finished in P11, Chaos P12, Glenn P13, and the non-finished as well, Pirlo, Callum, Fernando, Fafita, and Alphas. And Alphas didn't actually start the race, he got disqualified apparently. But yeah, very strange race there. Maldi and Pazza both running out of fuel before the finish line. But unfortunately, it didn't work out well. It looks like Pazza was able to keep the gap in the end. We've got Maldi in the com box. Maldi, before you say anything, is it possible to get Memo or Pazza in the commentary for an interview? Okay, very straightforward. But yeah, in that case, I'm going to come straight to you. Then obviously P3. I think you were expecting maybe a P3, but you could have won that race. Possibly if you had the pace and the penalties, but unfortunately didn't have either of them. Well, actually no, that's not the pace. We did have the pace, but yeah, I mean, just give you the race rundown. But you run out of fuel with a lap and a half to go.
Yeah. I am.
Just give it.
I'm speechless. I am absolutely speechless. That was my win. That was STB Maldi's win at Monaco. Tears are actually coming from my eyes. I am actually so fucking upset. I was managing less fuel since lap 20 in the Grand Prix. I don't know why. I don't know what's happened. I selected the right lap for my fuel. I was conserving since lap 20, so that's why the gap kept coming down so much, because I had to lift off before the corners quite a bit, and it just didn't work. But that was, for me, the best race I've ever driven in league racing. The whole of the 8 years.
I was going to say, your pace wasn't too bad. Your pace was solid. You weren't that much slower.
I was waiting for Callum to crash, and when Callum crashed, I knew this was the moment. But then I knew that the fuel was going to go. So it was.
But like I say,
but
Pazza had the same issue. He ran out of fuel just coming into the tunnel section on the last lap. So even Pazza suffered from it in the end. But like I said, he had no penalties and suffered later on, so it didn't affect his position in the end. But he did run out of fuel himself. I did notice that with about 5 laps to go. Saw the red lights on. I was like, oh god, I don't know what's going on here. But yeah, very strange race ending. Not gonna lie. But what I am surprised about, there was no safety cars. Only 2 cars retired on track. Everyone else retired in the pit lane.
It was great. Yeah, it was good.
This was a very respectable race. So no real overtakes, but the racing wasn't. There wasn't really much action, to be honest. Probably not the greatest race in terms of fighting. I think Tier 1 was probably a bit better in terms of actual racing. But yeah, that's what we've got for today. Thank you very much for watching. We have got through Monaco now. That is one very difficult track to get through. Just next one is Baku, but we have got a week break now. I think well-deserved break after Monaco. So, yeah, Maldi, I think that's it for tonight. We will not be racing next week, but come back for us the week after, or we're going back to Azerbaijan. So we're all looking forward to that, I definitely know. So yeah, we'll leave it there. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.